Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is set to drop in less than a month's time, and fans of the MCU have been picking apart the trailer and posters in search of any clues as to what the story might be about. While searching for clues, many have also noticed a lot of Easter eggs in the trailer. Stay with us, as today we're discussing all the Easter eggs and things you missed. First up, it's Strange's comic origins. As you may or may not have noticed, thanks to the outrageous amount of visual and surreal footage used on the trailer, it starts off with Strange standing in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum, and the beginning of the trailer is actually a cool throwback to the origins of the Strange character. We first saw the non-typical superhero in the July 1963 comic Strange Tales number 110. In the comic book, he says something super similar to what he said at the beginning of the trailer, revealing, "It's no use, I can't sleep, I dare not sleep. It's the same dream, every night is the same." Of course, Strange goes on to paraphrase this in the movie trailer, and more than likely we will hear it in the movie itself too, but it's a pretty cool nod to his origins in the Marvel Universe, which hardcore fans will probably appreciate. Did you notice this one? Next up is another comic nod. Stay with us. Of course, as this is a superhero movie, we can expect to see quite a few references to comics, and not just our main character, Stephen Strange. The trailer also gives a quiet shout-out to an X-Men comic, which could just lead to the arrival of a certain mutant supergroup in the MCU, depending on what happens in the upcoming movie come May. During the trailer, we see Strange and America Chavez falling through multiple realities, which upon first inspection just looks like a cool way to incorporate and give props to another MCU film, Avengers: Infinity War. Their bodies morph into cube-like structures as they are spinning through these other realities, and this is reminiscent of when Thanos uses the Reality Stone to change the Guardians of the Galaxy appearances. But of course, diehards will also tell you that this isn't in reference to Avengers at all, but actually the comic cover art for House of M number 1, which dropped back in 2005. In that issue, we saw Wanda Maximoff broken into multiple pieces, which is a reference to her decision to alter reality to get back with her children. Of course, Wanda will also be appearing in the upcoming movie, as well as her alter ego, Scarlet Witch, who will more than likely be trying to get back to her kids after the events of WandaVision. So the House of M nod may be more than just a shout out to the comic. What do you make of this one? We're talking about a pretty odd trio now. Let's discuss. So of course, we saw the first trailer drop back in December, and it was revealed that there will be two versions of Strange in the upcoming movie. There will be the regular Strange, the MCU variant, and the evil Doctor Strange variant from What If, from last summer. From reading between the lines when viewing the new trailer, we believe the sequel will show not two, but three Doctor Stranges. Of course, all played by English actor Benedict Cumberbatch. If you think back to the start of the trailer again, just after Strange reveals that he dreams the same dream every night, and before he wakes up, we see him falling through some sort of reality, which is as yet unknown. But if you look closely, you'll notice something off about the character. It's a variant of Strange that we are so far yet to meet. In fact, he's almost unrecognizable in the way that he has a ponytail, a beard, and is wearing robes with a pretty big red symbol on. This is more than likely our first glimpse at Defender Strange, the leader of the Secret Defenders from the comics. So does this also mean that we will see the supergroup? We sure hope so. It seems as though the Defender variant of Strange saves America in the trailer. But does this version of him also die? We do see a statue later in the trailer, which could be the immortalized Defender Strange. What did you make of this version of Strange? We're talking about the other dimensions now. Stay with us. There's been a lot of chatter about the dino reality we see in the trailer. As Strange and Chavez are plummeting through the realities, they briefly encounter a dinosaur dimension, which is a nod back to Earth 1610, the alternate universe from the comics. Here, the dinosaurs live in a place called the Savage Land, after being brought back to life by none other than Wanda Maximoff herself. She used her powers to reincarnate them after going extinct, and this appears to be in reference to her reality-altering abilities, which could be why they appear in the trailer. In the same segment of the trailer, we also see our heroes briefly enter an animated universe, which looks awesome. We think this is a nod to Spider-Man's 1960s universe, which could mean we are set to take a trip here in the movie, or maybe the similar X-Men 1990s dimension. There's so many possibilities. It seems more likely that it would be the X-Men dimension, seeing as X-Men 97, an animated TV series, will soon drop. This would be super cool if it was more than just a nod to these universes, and we actually get to visit them in the movie. Of course, we have to discuss Professor X and the Illuminati. Most fans have agreed that the biggest talking point from the trailer is Professor X, which will more than likely see Patrick Stewart reprise his role from Fox's X-Men universe. Of course, we don't actually see him, but that voice is undeniable. But there are also three other people present when Doctor Strange meets Professor X. But who are these guys? Again, this group is probably a nod back to the comics, as we know that Strange and Professor X are a part of a supergroup known as the Illuminati, an undercover group formed to defend the Earth from alien invasion, formed by Iron Man. The other members are Namor and Reed Richards, and of course, we know that there is a Fantastic Four movie in the works, and Namor is also set to make an appearance in the Black Panther sequel, so this movie would probably be a good place to start when introducing their multiverse variants. It has also been suggested that The Office's John Krasinski will be appearing as Reed Richards, which we love. The third member, however, is proving a little more difficult to figure out, but some people are suggesting that it could, in fact, be Blade, played by Mahershala Ali, who will also be getting his own film adaptation soon. So again, this could serve as his coming out party to introduce him to the world. Others have suggested it could also be Mordo, Captain Carter, or Superior Iron Man. Who do you guys think it is? Next up, it's a new Captain Marvel. Stay tuned. Of course, Doctor Strange and his cohorts aren't the only superheroes showing up in this one, and the trailer even shows Captain Marvel show up and do battle with Wanda, but not Brie Larson's Marvel. It seems as though the variant in the trailer is Maria Rambeau, played by Lashana Lynch in the 2019 movie. As fans will know, Maria is Monica Rambeau's mother, and if you think back to WandaVision, Monica is actually the superhero known as Photon. Before she turns into Photon, Maria dies. So is it possible that Lynch could pop up in the upcoming Doctor Strange as a Captain Marvel variant and Maria Rambeau? Who knows? It's an interesting theory, but of course we cannot say for sure just yet. What do you guys make of this one? And finally, it's the multiverse of villains. One thing we can probably take away from the trailer is that there will be more than one villain. We know Scarlet Witch will be a main player in the movie, and the trailer pretty much confirms she will be a villain, but she doesn't fully understand why, as she asks Strange in the trailer why she's seen as an enemy for warping reality. But she may not be the only version of Wanda. There are two variants shown in the trailer, and we think Zombie Wanda from What If could be set to make an appearance. There are others too. Evil Doctor Strange, Gargantos, and possibly even Strange himself could be the movie's main villains. But again, we'll just have to wait and see who Steven's big adversary is when the movie drops next month. What do you guys make of the multiverse of villains? Let us know below. As always, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to join us next time when we'll be discussing some other fun bits and pieces. Also, if you like doing us a solid, why not like and share today's video, as well as subscribing to our channel if you haven't already done so. Bye guys!